This has got to be the biggest ick in all of mathematics, the infamous quadratic formula. I mean, just look at it. It's so unwieldy to use and it's such an eyesore in my opinion, especially when we have a much more elegant way of solving quadratics, thanks to Professor Po-Shun Lo of Carnegie Mellon University. He was also the coach of the United States International Math Olympiad team. A few years ago, he released a paper that details this method, and I'm going to summarize it here for you today. So let's say you have a quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Now, in order for this method to work, we need to make sure that the leading coefficient is 1. So if it's not 1, make sure to divide everything by that a term. But let's take this quadratic as an example. X squared minus 6x minus 10 equals 0. The first thing we need to do is we have to find the vertex of the parabola using the formula negative b over 2a. Doing so, we will get 3 in this case. Now, here's the real nice part of this method. We're going to use a very well-known fact in math, which is that the product of the roots of your quadratic will always equal to the constant term of your quadratic equation, as long as the leading coefficient is 1. So what that means is, if we can find an expression for the roots of our quadratic, all we have to do is just multiply them together and set them equal to negative 10. So let's let z represent the horizontal distance between the vertex and the two roots, or you can imagine them as x-intercepts if you want, but a parabola will not always have x-intercepts, but it'll still work in those cases when it doesn't have x-intercepts. So that means we can let 3 plus z and 3 minus z represent those roots. And now if we multiply them together and set it equal to negative 10, we can then solve for z. In this case, z will be plus or minus root 19. It doesn't actually matter which root we take, so let's just take the positive root. And then all we have to do to find the roots or the solutions to this quadratic equation is we just plug in root 19 in for z to get 3 plus root 19 and 3 minus root 19. And that's it. Those are our roots to our original quadratic equation. I think that's just so chef's kiss, don't you think, compared to the quadratic formula? Ugh. In any case, I just wanted to show you that method, which I think, again, is just so much better, so much more elegant than the quadratic formula. I hope you're doing well. Make sure to hit that follow button for more math content. I would greatly appreciate it, and catch you on the next one. Take care.